Hello everyone, Bloodborne bosses, let's begin.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Mikolaj is easily the worst boss in this game. Not only it's a running simulation, once you finally catch him, he will full HP one-shot you with one move. So I would recommend you to stay still and throw at him poison daggers. I mean, what? You expect me to fight him fair? While he can full HP one-shot me? And if I die, I have to run at him again for 10 minutes? Really? Yeah, laziest boss in this game are witches. I have no idea how you can even lose this fight. You unlucky can stand up, leave your game, eat some snacks, drink tea, come back and you will win. I honestly have no idea what to say about this boss. It's just a red vanguard from Dark Souls 2, but much helpless, and that's basically it.
Who's that Pokemon?
Okay, so this fight is the most 50-50 in this game. Either you have enough damage to stun lock him over and over, or he will run around like crazy and will spam you with lighting. But since he is late mid-game boss, I really don't think that anyone can have any problem with this guy. The biggest problem with this guy is camera, because if you lock on him, all you will see is his ass or leg. And because of that, you might fail a few times, but fire pepper beats and he's done.
Who's that Pokemon?
These guys are basically celestials but bigger, and that's pretty much it. They sometimes will swing their hand. Once a year they will summon Meteor Rain, which has such a long cast time that you can hide from it 10 times before they even cast it. And they all have low health, and that's pretty much it.
Who's that Pokemon?
Mergo is absolutely helpless joke which can't even fight back properly. The dumbest and most stupid thing you can do in this fight is to be passive, but as long as you won't stay away from keyboard and spam R1, you are good to go. No, really, she has super low amount of damage, has low amount of health, is extremely slow, and you can even break her brains if you just spam R1 on her. The only dangerous move she has is a darkness move, but against me, she even forgot to use her darkness, in which she summons her clones. And that's pretty yikes for a final boss. Yeah, there are also two other bosses, but for one ending, this is the final boss, and yikes!
Who's that Pokemon?
This boss is a huge annoying piece of shit. It's not that he is hard, he's just so unfun to fight, oh my god. Because in this fight you will very quickly realize that you are fighting against camera and not this guy. In this fight, don't you dare to lock on him, because all you will see is his ass, but if you don't lock on him, you will miss most of your hits, and you won't be able to see what this boss will do. And the fight itself is not that interesting, to be honest. He just swings his hands almost non-stop and will miss 90% of time. And even if he hits, he does a pretty small amount of damage. Just spam R1 on his arms, or if you are lucky on his head, and that's pretty much it.
Who's that Pokemon?
Moon Presence, the almighty and omnipotent being, which is a helpless monkey dog which can't even fight back properly. Yes, she has one interesting move. I'm talking about the move when she removes almost all your health, but gives you enough time to get them back by hitting her, which is really interesting as a concept. But you can just just heal and spam her ass with R1 button. Other than that, what else she can do? She just swings her hands, and once a week she'll jump on you. That does a lot of damage, but you can easily dodge this move. That's pretty much it.
Who's that Pokemon?
Now a lot of people will hate me, but I just don't care. I truly think that Ludwig is the most overfucked boss in this game, both in difficulty and in quality. I mean, it's hard to talk about quality of this boss when the cutscenes are longer than the fight itself. The strategy against Ludwig is extremely simple. Cleaver on +10, Electro Pepper and Beast Pellets and R1 spam, and I promise you, you will saddle this guy. He can't even fight back properly, especially in his second phase. Because while he is charging his move, you just spam R1 button and this will stun or even poise break him. And after that you can repost him. That does a shit ton of damage to this guy. And even if he survives that, you can just spam R1 once again. Yeah, and about R1 spam. Many people say that Dark Souls 3 is R1 spam simulation, but sorry, what is Bloodborne other than R1 spam simulation? Holy shit, the only bosses that I didn't R1 spammed were Maria, Laurence, Cleric Beast, and Gascoigne. Others got spanked by R1 button.
Who's that Pokemon?
Cleric Beast is just like a silent demon from Dark Souls 1. You are not fighting against him directly, you use your items against him. For new players, I have one easy guide for you. Buy or farm molotovs and throw them at him over and over and shoot him with your gun. This can poise break him and you can repulse him. While you will be out of both molotovs and bullets, you can hit him 4 or 5 times and you will win. But if you fight him without using items, yeah, he's pretty challenging, but with items you can burn him alive. Blast-throwing Beast is a very strange dude. In one hand, if you have oil, molotovs and fire pepper, you will run him down, but in other hand, in his final form, with all his moves, he will poison you and you will start to lose your health pretty fast, and if you don't have antidote, you are just dead. So yeah, this fight is basically either you will burn him alive or he will poison you. If you want to make this fight easier, in this game there is one item that was created just for this boss. I am talking about Blood Cocktail. Just throw it on a wall and he will lick it, and this will give you a huge advantage, either to remove poison or to hit him 2 or 3 times. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Who's that Pokemon?
Amelia is basically a disabled and a female copy of Cleric Beast. Overall, she is not that hard, but she has 2 very dangerous moves. First one is her wombo combo, and if you got hit by all her hits, you will probably die. And the other one is her healing. If you were far away from her, she can full health. And also camera in this fight as always suck ass. But again, fire pepper, beast pellets, R1 and you are good to go.
Who's that Pokemon?
This boss is so annoying, oh my fucking god. The entire fight is basically you running around and trying your best to hit them once or twice. In this fight I have 2 advice for you. First of all, don't you dare to hit them separately, because they all can go in their 3rd phase at the same time and they will non-stop spam you with a huge snake. And the other is to focus Pyromancer first. Yeah, many people prefer to go for a sword dude, but personally I think that Pyromancer is much more annoying, especially in his 2nd phase. So you should remove him as fast as possible. Separately they all have a small amount of health and damage, and as long as you kill them one by one and don't get gangbanged by 3 of them at the same time, I don't think that you will have any problem against them. Yeah, this fight is extremely long and half of this time you're just running around, but trust me, run back to them is much longer than the fight itself.
The shit's stuck. Out of my way, son! Door stuck! Door stuck! Please! I beg you! We're dead!
The most overrated boss in main game. Many people, while I made a post about Bloodborne issues, said couldn't pass Gascoigne, get good, I have no personal life and my own parents make fun of me. Oi. To all these people, I have a question. How fucking bad you must be at this game to be stuck on this boss? Yeah, I died against him twice on my first playthrough, but it was not because of gas coin. It was because of this stupid arena that is full of these stupid graves in which your character gets stuck all the time. And because you are stuck, he wombo combos you and there is nothing you can do about that. His phase 1 and 2 are huge jokes. You can parry him over and over and there is nothing he can do about that. And don't worry, parry in this game is 10 times easier than in Dark Souls games. In phase 3 he will fully mutate in beast and just fall back and throw at him molotovs. And as long as you won't stuck in these stupid graves, you are good to go. And don't think that I don't like him. I just hate his brain dead fanboys who think that he is super hyper omega hard or high quality boss, while in reality he is as hard as, well, I don't know, Word of the Boreal Valley maybe. You want to know who is the real hardest non-tutorial boss in all From Software games? This guy.
Who's that Pokemon?
This one might surprise a lot of you, but I beat it Orphan on my second try. Many people say that he is this super omega hyper universal level threat, but in my opinion the main problem with this guy is not that he is fast or that he has some dangerous move or big amount of damage. No, Lawrence has a much bigger damage and has way more dangerous moves. The main problem with this guy is that he's unreasonably tanky. He takes almost no damage and has a huge amount of health. His phase 1 is just a joke. Just parry him over and over and that's it. In second phase he will grow wings and will take his weapon in both his hands and will start to chase you. He will sometimes use lightning strikes and will throw at you some bombs, but they are easy to dodge. I don't have some sort of advice for you in this fight. Just don't lose your vigilance and spam R1 button and in the end you will win.
Who's that Pokemon?
I really don't know what to say about her. No, really, I already said everything about her I want to say in this video. If you want, you can check it. There is just nothing more I can say about her.
Who's that Pokemon?
This one will surprise a lot of you, but this boss gave me more trouble than I want to admit. I will rank them both at the same time because they are very similar and I died on them basically the same amount of time. Everyone who said anything about these bosses says that they are just like Tower Knight from Demon Souls and you should kill their minions first. For Reborn, grandmas, and for Rom, small spiders, and this is the most retarded and brain dead thing you can do in this fight. If you do this, you will die over and over. I also tried to kill them with this strategy and over I got wrecked. In this fight, you should do the opposite of that. Ignore minions and hit bosses. With one Reborn, you should always focus his legs one by one and he won't be able to even move. Yeah, I fucked up a little bit and he was able to move for a bit, but still, grandmas can't do anything and even if they hit you, you can easily out-heal their damage. Just use lighting and beast pellets and you are good to go. With Rome, situation is pretty much the same. Fully ignore small spiders and hit Rome. Hit her 2 times and dash. Hit, dash. Hit, dash. Don't stay still or small spiders will kill you. Also against Rome, you should always know that at any moment she can throw at you a huge meteor that can full HP one-shot you. And you should never stop moving in this fight. If you will stay still, even for a second, you will die.
Who's that Pokemon?
Bronze medal goes to Logarius. He killed me 6 times on my first playthrough. The main problem with this guy is his magic. In first phase he is well annoying but acceptable, but in his second phase he will put his weapon on the ground and will throw at you every goddamn sword he has. In this fight, as soon as you realize that you can destroy his sword with a gunshot, difficulty suddenly disappears. Yeah, so basically as soon as he puts his sword on the ground, immediately shoot it and you are good to go. Logarius on his own is challenging, but he can easily be parried and also he has one jump move and if you dodge it you can quickly hit him with charge hit and then repulse him. And yeah, that's basically it.
I have crippling depression.
German without a doubt is the best and most fun boss in this game, and also objectively he is the best thing that is in this game, starting with story and plot and ending with this gameplay. In this fight he will show you who really is a disabled man. Spoiler, it's you. In this fight he will run at you with his sai and will wombo combo you. Also he can and will change his weapon, so in 1 second he has a sai, and in instant he will run at you with sword. And unlike most of other bosses, you can't just R1 spam him, and even if you try he will parry the fuck out of you over and over. He is very fast, has invisibility after dash, does a reasonable amount of damage, is reasonably tanky, and he will shoot a fucking shotgun at you over and over. The only thing I don't like about him is his final form, and it's not because it's a hard phase or that he will get some bullshit moves. No, it's because his transformation takes a big amount of time, and if you have a weapon with high DPS, you can just R1 spam him and kill him. But overall, he is still the best and almost the hardest boss in this game.
Who's that Pokemon?
And the winner of this video is Lawrence, the first Vicar. To be honest with you, both Lawrence and German killed me 7 times, and it was hard to judge them, but then I remembered how wet were my hands after I finally killed a Lawrence, and yeah, I will give him number 1 spot. Yes, he is literally a tutorial boss of this game, but he's much better. In phase 1 he has many huge splash damage moves, grab attacks, and just like Orphan, he's unreasonably tanky. In phase 1 I would recommend to hit his arms because sometimes it can stun him for a while and you can hit him a few times. In second phase he will lose his ass and will run you down. In this fight you should be extremely careful because he has one dumb move that can full HP one-shot you, especially if you are cornered. I am talking about the move when he starts to stomp and chase you with his arms. If you got hit by that once, you will be stunned and he will run you down. In this phase try to bait his long range fire breath, because while he is doing it you can safely stay next to him and spam R1 on him. But you should always be careful because he can swing arm at you and that hits very hard. With this I will say bye bye to you and I will see you next time.